It all started feeling wrong when I overheard a conversation while driving my luxury ride-hailing car. Stay away from crowded places. Parts of the area have already fallen completely. Conservative estimate, at most 24 hours. Hurry and evacuate. That early morning at 3 a.m., I picked up a fare to the airport expressway. In the back seat was my regular client, Mr. Victor Wang. He looked off today, his suit unbuttoned, his whole demeanor like his soul had been drained. He had too much luggage, 2 suitcases and an outdoor backpack. His hands were shaking. I initially thought he was drunk, but as soon as the car started moving, I smelled it. Not alcohol, but disinfectant, the kind you only get in hospitals. The moment he sat down, he started making phone calls, one after another, 3 in total. They say at most 24 hours. 2 cities have already fallen, no, maybe more. Evacuate first, worry about the rest later. His voice was hoarse. I could tell he'd been crying. This wasn't acting or fake news. I heard his last 2 sentences. Even if it's locked down, I have to bring my daughter back. And the R0 is all ready. No, don't say that on the phone. My back broke out in a cold sweat. R0. I remembered that term from the pandemic days, the indicator for transmission speed. He hung up, slumping into the seat, hands covering his face, muttering like he was talking to himself. They say at most 12 hours. No, maybe faster. What 12 hours? I pretended to ask casually. He looked up at me, his eyes bloodshot. Driver, do you have family? Yes, a wife and kid. Then forget it. He shook his head and lowered it again. There weren't many cars on the expressway. I drove fast. The airport lights shone brightly in the distance, but the plane noises were unusually dense for 3 a.m. There shouldn't be this many flights at this hour. Mr. Wang's phone rang again, this time a video call. He hesitated before answering. Screams came from the other end. He hung up immediately, his hands shaking even more. Driver, can you go faster? I was already at 120 km/h. Any faster and I'd be speeding. But seeing his state, I floored it anyway. Passing a rest area, I noticed the parking lot crammed full of cars. A rest area at 3 a.m. overflowing. A few people were dragging suitcases, running like they were rushing somewhere. Something was off, seriously off. Mr. Wang started another call, this time in English. My English isn't great, but I caught a few words. Evacuation, containment, failed. As we neared the private airport, he suddenly said, "Driver, pull over." I stopped on the shoulder. He pulled a stack of cash from his wallet. I glimpsed at least 5,000 yuan. The fare was only 200. I said I'd scan the code, but he shoved the money into my hand. You might need this. Buy as much food as you can, more is better. He paused, then pulled an N95 mask from his bag. Wear this. Mr. Wang, what's going on? Don't ask. He opened the door. If you trust me, go home now. Don't take any more rides. Remember, stay away from crowded places. Don't go to hospitals. Don't believe anyone who says it's fine. He dragged his suitcases toward the airport. I sat in the car, staring at the money and mask, my heart pounding like it would burst. On the way back, I started noticing more details. The toll booth staff were all wearing masks. Usually at this hour they'd be dozing off, but today they were wide awake. An ambulance screamed past, followed by 2 police cars. I turned on the radio, mostly music and ads. I switched channels until I found news. The Foreign Ministry spokesperson states that rumors of an overseas epidemic are pure fabrication. Citizens, please do not panic. Rumors. Then what was Mr. Wang afraid of? My phone buzzed, a message in the driver's group. Airport expressway is sealed off. What's going on? Temporary traffic control, they say. I'm at the hospital ER. It's full of fever patients. Doctors are in protective suits. I turned off the group chat and opened my banking app. Credit limit, 80,000 yuan. Savings, over 30,000. Mortgage deducted this month. If Mr. Wang was right, maybe I wouldn't worry about next month's. My wife's alarm went off at 6:30 a.m. She had to get up for work. I heard her yawn, then her slippers shuffling out. Honey, why are you just sitting there? What time did you get home last night? I turned to see her sleepy-eyed. Her name is Zhang Mei, and she's had diabetes for 3 years, needing insulin shots every day. It costs over 1,000 yuan a month. Mei, I stood up. Don't go to work today. What? She snapped awake. Are you feverish? We're going shopping. I grabbed the car keys. Right now. She looked at me, probably seeing something in my face. What happened? I handed her my phone with the screenshots I'd taken. Domestic sites had nothing, but Weibo had a few weird posts that got deleted fast. One from someone claiming to work at the CDC. They're suppressing the news, but it won't hold. With a blurry photo of a document. Emergency Plan Level 1 response. Lockdown. Isolation. I'd used an old VPN to get on Twitter. #Outbreak was trending. Videos from around the world. Hospitals overflowing, military deployed, airports closed. An Italian user's video chilled me. Shaky footage of a patient suddenly lunging at a doctor with impossible speed. Security couldn't hold him back. It cut off in screams. She finished looking, her face paling. Is this real? I don't know, I said honestly, but if it is, we might have only a few hours. Outside, the sun rose, a new day starting, maybe the last normal hours. I gave her 5 minutes to change while I made a list. If something was coming, what did we need? Food, water, medicine. Medicine, I rushed to the fridge. Her insulin, 2 boxes left, enough for a month if we couldn't. No, don't think that, buy as much as we can. May came out in a coat, hair uncombed. Where first? Pharmacy. The pharmacy opened at 7 a.m. We arrived at 6:50. The owner recognized us, regular customers for her meds. She eyed us oddly. So early, stocking up, as much as possible. I tried to sound normal. Insulin needs refrigeration, but she opened the computer anyway. Can your fridge hold it all? It can, I lied. May stood silent, twisting her fingers. She knew what I was thinking. 1 box is over 300 yuan, too many would strain our money. But saving wasn't the priority now. Give me 10 boxes. The owner's hand shook. 10 boxes, Mr. Lee. That's over 3,000 yuan. You sure? Sure. I pulled out my credit card. She eyed me suspiciously but fetched them from storage. While she was gone, I scanned the store. Masks, alcohol, cold meds, antibiotics. All of it. Honey, May whispered, don't talk. When the owner returned with an insulated box and ice packs, I added masks, N95s. How many? As many as you have. She froze. Mr. Lee, what's going on? I was about to make up a reason when brakes screeched outside. An ambulance stopped at the intersection. 2 medics in protective suits rushed into the nearby apartment building with a stretcher. The owner's face changed. Yesterday, people came buying hundreds of masks. She lowered her voice. Is it? I don't know, I said honestly, but better safe than sorry. She glanced outside, bit her lip. Wait. 10 minutes later, our trunk was loaded. 10 boxes of insulin, 295 masks, 10 bottles of alcohol, various meds. Nearly 8,000 yuan on the card. It hurt, but no time for regrets. On the street, early risers were out. Elders with carts buying veggies, kids with backpacks catching buses. Everything so normal except the ambulances. I counted 4 in 10 minutes. Supermarket next. The nearest opened at 7:30. We arrived to a line already forming, local residents with eco bags chatting, no one masked. I grabbed 2 N95s from the trunk. Wear this. Won't it look overkill? May hesitated. Wear it, I repeated. People stared. An old lady laughed. Young man, what are you afraid of? The flu's long gone. I ignored her. At 7:30 the shutters rose. I grabbed the biggest cart, heading straight for grains, 2 bags each of rice, flour, oil, instant noodles, cans, compressed biscuits, as much as possible. May followed, whispering, we can't fit all this at home. We'll make it fit. I didn't know if we could, but it didn't matter. I noticed a few others like me, carts overflowing, faces serious. One middle-aged man met my eyes for a second. We both knew something, then looked away. At checkout the cashier gawked. Sir, opening your own store. Family visiting. I brushed it off. Card swipe, 12,000 yuan. May's face whitened. We earned about that monthly. Loading the car, the lot was a mess. A couple argued nearby. You're crazy buying so much. My friend at the hospital said. Said what? It's all rumors. The man silently packed. Our car was stuffed, backseat to the roof, rearview blocked. Home? May asked. I checked the time, 8:30. One more stop. The gas station, usually quiet, had a line. The guy ahead argued, what do you mean limit? Gas has limits now. Sorry sir, new orders, 200 yuan per car. I'm going long distance, 200 won't cut it. My turn, I handed 200 cash. Fill it. The attendant whispered, "Cash, I can do 300. I added 100. On the way home, radio news. CDC reminds citizens, temperature changes prevent colds. Airport expressway closed for maintenance, detour advised. City committee debunks rumors, epidemic claims are false, don't believe or spread, may shut it off. They always say that every time before something happens. I remembered. During SARS 3 years ago, she was in college in Beijing. School locked down for 2 months. She nearly didn't graduate. Home by 9 a.m. Unloading took effort 10 trips up. Neighbor old Zhang peeked out. "Lee, moving." "Group buy," I panted. He eyed us suspiciously. "Group buys don't get this much." I ignored him, kept moving. Everything in, I collapsed on the sofa. May sorted, living room piled high, balcony stuffed. "Insulin's all in the fridge," she said, "but regular fridges aren't stable enough. Long term, it might spoil. We'll buy a medical cooler in a few days." "In a few days?" She paused. "Will there be a few days?" I didn't know. My phone buzzed nonstop. Drivers group at 999 plus messages. Hospitals overflowing, avoid them. Cousin at CDC says stock up. Real or fake, believe what you want, brothers. Some scoffed. Rumors like the flu, nothing happened. Go work, don't lose hundreds. I looked at May. She had faint dark circles, probably didn't sleep well either. "I'll stay home with you," I said. She smiled faintly. By 10 a.m. downstairs buzzed. From the balcony I saw supermarket line hundreds long, more rushing in, some running with carts calling, "Hurry or it'll be gone." "What's happening?" May joined me. Phone push, urgent debunk, supplies ample, rational shopping, no hoarding. "If they're debunking," I said, "it's real." Downstairs chaos, fights over carts, security breaking it up, doors rattling. I drew the curtains. "Really coming?" May's face pale. I couldn't answer. Phone rang, unknown number. "Driver," urgent voice. "I'm Mr. Wang's assistant. He says if you haven't prepared, now's your last chance. Remember, don't go," call cut. I redialed, dead. By 2 p.m., owner's group exploded. Ambulance took someone from 15th floor. "What illness?" Unknown, sealed the unit. From the window, alert tape, suited people disinfecting. May grabbed a thermometer, check. 36, 5 degrees C normal, hers 36, 3 degrees C. "Every 2 hours, she said. "And from now on we don't go out." I nodded. Evening sunset gilded the city. If not for downstairs mess, it'd be ordinary. May cooked 4 dishes soup. "In case power or water cuts tomorrow, eat well." We ate like New Year's. By 8 p.m. dark from balcony, city lights, traffic normal except more ambulances. Phone push, starting tomorrow, vehicle odd even restrictions. Another, Education Bureau, schools suspended from tomorrow. Another, Health Commission activates emergency public health plan. May hugged me from behind, scared, "No with you." But distant sirens grew near, then far. Tonight sleepless. Outside the city ran, but cracks appeared, widening fast. Tomorrow's sun would change everything, I felt it.